guys are out. And regards to our last session, I don't know if you guys have any questions so far before we proceed to spot information in the chat. Do any of you have anything to say or any questions to ask on our last session, other blocks? Is there anything I'm finding confusing on the whole explanation? Other blocks. So it's basically our entry module, yeah. After we've understood market structure, known how to spot out, identify the structure of the market, the current structure of the market, spot out the levels and zones formed on that structure. Then we proceed to identifying other blocks for our entry here. And I said we have two types of order blocks. We have the bullish order block and the bearish order block. And under this bullish order block, we have two patterns. We have the drop based rally and the rally based rally. That's two types of bullish order blocks, order block patterns we have. And I give you guys a sketch of it, of these formations, how these other blocks look like. The theory behind this other blocks, their formations, their concepts basically, and also have the bearish order block, how we got the rally based drop and the drop based drop, the drop based drop for the bearish order block. So in a bullish market structure, we should be looking out for bullish order blocks, either of the bullish order block patterns. It could be the drop based rally, it could be the rally based rally, for the bullish order block. And on the bearish order block, on the bearish market structure, sorry, should be looking out for either of the bearish order block patterns, the rally based drop and the drop based drop. That's our entry model. That's how I get into the I take a trade, I get into a trade, working with these formations. And if it happens to be that there is a historical level that aligns with our other block area or zone, then it's an additional confluence to why we have to take the buys or why price would respect that our buy prediction or the buys on our other block. That was basically, so I think this is a summary of other blocks that want us to proceed to spotting out these formations on a live chart. See how they look like. To see how they look like, So other blocks would not, they are rare on the chart basically. Like the markets don't present these formations always. So it takes you to have deep understanding of these formations to be able to spot them out correctly. Being that is a valuable formation, would say, is not formed randomly. Like we see it on rare formation, like on specific zones, and areas. So let's just proceed to spotting all these formations, right? So do you have any questions so far, or should we proceed? I believe we should proceed at this point. So these are 50 index, and before that, we can spot these formations, these other block formations on any time frame and on any index, any markets whatsoever, even the crypto markets, the forex markets, the synthetic indices markets, you can spot other block formations on them. So that's the logic. That's the big pros of these formations. So let's proceed to spotting out these formations on a live chart. And we're currently on the 4 time frame on the 50 index, which we have another block at this point, not perfectly formed in my opinion, but I would consider this to be another block And this is what a drop-based drop order block pattern. A drop-based drop order block pattern. Whereby we got the drop to the base level. As you can see, this is the drop. This bearish engulfing candle, the drop to the base level and the drop out of the base level. As you can see how price left this base level in an impulsive form, a big bodied candle here. So this is a clear bearish order block formation, drop-based drop pattern. But I would have preferred it to have a longer drop out of the base to have looked more solid. Yeah, but the reason why price respected this order block, regardless of its imperfections, is the fact that market is very structured. But when we consider we've got this long bear structure price has been on. So that's why it's advised to work with these structures when it comes to spotting out these formations. Yeah, seeing price from a high here, we got, let's call this a low, under high, a lower high, a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. So this is a clear bear structure, lower high there and lower low. So it's expected for price to come push up to form a new high, which is a lower high for the sales for the bearish structure continuation. So being that this order block formed in a bearish structure and is a bearish order block, then we have high possibilities. There's a high probability of seeing price respect this bearish order block for the sales. And we can see how price sold from this base area. On the test of this base area, we just got like few rejections. The price dropped. So imagine shorting this index and you're like you took the sell trade on the 4 time frame. The target should be somewhere here. This area, this should be your target. Regards to histories, the historical level, in my view. Yeah, so this should be your target on the cells. Seeing what went here previously, the cells here. So I'm cutting the cells here. It should be your target. This level should be your exit point on this structure. Yeah. So you can see how price dropped from this zone. So imagine taking a sell trade from this area, working with this bearish order block. That's massive gains, massive profits on these cells. Very clear. The stop loss would be above the base, slightly above the order block base. Yeah. And something of this kind. I think this is clear. This is almost 3:1 risk to reward. Let's say this is a 3:1 risk to reward. So imagine risking $50. You're sure of bagging like 150 bucks on this sell trade. Then imagine when you now stack up more, like after price moving profits, you decided to add more sell positions. Then boom, price drops good. So this is a nice nation, nice bearish order block for a good sell opportunity. Yeah, so I think we have enough information here. A bearish order block as well. A rally based drop, in my opinion, in my view. You can see the rally, the base, and the drop. This is the rally to the base level. This green candle is the rally to the base level, and this is the base, and this is the drop out of the base. But it happens to be that price didn't test this base, like price didn't come back to the base, which happens. Yeah, it happens. You can spot a good order block, a nice order block formation, but would end up seeing price not get to those levels, those base areas for our entries. Yeah, it happens. So that's why you don't need to like post trades. Once you see price is not coming to your base level, there's no need for you to do anything. I see some traders make this mistake of trying to sell to their base, trying to buy to their sell zone and sell to their buy zone. My voice is very low. Are you serious? Is my voice low? Can't you guys hear me clearly?
We can hear you. Go on.
Someone said my voice is low. I don't know. The voice is very low. I don't know if this is related to only one person or every one of you. Can't you guys hear me clearly? My voice not. Oh, I think it's from your end, Chi. Please check your device because Robinson said very clear mine is high, so it's not a general thing, I believe. So let's proceed. This is a rally based drop, a very shorter block, which price didn't get to the base level. I think we got this attempt here. Price tried to get to this base, but it's dropped. Yeah. So had it been price came to this base, this is definitely what a good sell trade because we had the break of structure very clear. We had this high, sorry, this low, a high, higher low, higher high, break of structure, price come down that low. So if price could push up here, then boom, should be a good sell. Yeah, so always work with this market structure. Always do what to read the structures in the market. It helps with your market prediction and your expectations. So this is a clear break of structure we got at this point. Yeah, because this lows got broken. So had it been price pushed up to this base area, this bearish order block, this rally base drop, then you should be looking for a good sell. So as I was saying, price would not always come to our price would not always come to our other block area, like our base areas here, our other block base area for us to get an entry. So that's why it's advised for you not to try to sell to your buy zone or buy to your sell zone. It's very wrong. I see a lot of traders make that mistake because the fact that you expect price to up to your base area, like your sell zone for the sells, doesn't mean that you need to start buying to that sell zone. It's very wrong. Yeah. Just wait for if you spread a sell zone and that happens to be your high probability setup, like a setup that you that meets all your confluences or your criteria or things you look out for before you take a trade, then wait for price to get that your sell zone or to your buy zone. You shouldn't buy to your sell zone or sell to your buy zone because you expect price to push up before selling or push down before buying. It's very, very wrong. So don't be someone that would do such here. So that's by the way, this is a bearish order block, well spotted, but price didn't get to the base level. Yeah, please don't do that, bro. I know I can relate to that as well because I actually did that. Yeah, I did that, but it's like there's no benefit to it. Instead, you lose money because you play with your emotions. The market will play with your emotions, and there's something that comes with trading on areas that you're confident at, like following your analysis and setup. There's a confidence that comes with it. Yeah, being that you've analyzed the market, you've spotted your trade levels, you've marked out your buy and sell zones, and all you need to do is wait. Trading is more of waiting. Trading is a game of patience. Yeah, we wait most of the time. I think it's about 80% waiting and like 20% execution. So 20%, sorry, 80% of the time you should wait. So I'm actually guilty of that. But at the end of the day, I noticed that it was doing me no good, but harm instead. Yeah. So I had to um retrace my steps and do better. So that's just it with. And this relates to discipline. Yeah. Because you need to be disciplined enough to wait for price to get to your zones. If you're not a disciplined person or a disciplined trader, you see yourself making silly mistakes, trying to force trades or force the market because because you think the market will do something like this. Like we shouldn't work with our thoughts. We should just work with something we've backtested over and over again, and we are convinced that this approach works. That's what we should work with, not what we think. We would have different thoughts in the market as far as trading is concerned, because our mind and emotions will definitely be attached to the market. So we are open to having different thoughts. So you should learn to control your thoughts and do what is right. It can be very difficult to follow the right steps, like do the right things, but knowing that you have a goal and you have a purpose, which is to be profitable, then you have to go through that pain of being disciplined here. So that's by the way. Please do not buy to your sell zone and do not sell to your buy zone. So let's proceed. Yo. So let's see if we can spot more formations, more other block formations. I'm seeing nothing at this point. I'm seeing nothing. I've not seen any other block, any other block. That's why sometimes these formations are actually rare. Yeah. We don't see them always on the charts. But whenever you spot one, always do well to capitalize on it. Yeah. Let's check the 1 hour time frame to see if we don't spot anything. We check a different index. That's why we have a lot of options. You have different indexes to trade. In a situation whereby there is no opportunity in a particular index, you move out of that index and look out for opportunities on other indexes here. You don't have to be sticked to one index. I wouldn't advise trading one particular commodity or index or asset, whatever markets are trading. I wouldn't advise that at all because I did that and it has a lot of disadvantages. So always be open to other indexes, look at opportunities. Yeah. So let's see, this is the one more time, right? I would have said this is an order block, but the fact that the drop out of the base level ain't looking solid, I wouldn't work with these basically. Yeah, and I wouldn't. I can't say if this is a drop based drop. I mean this formation. So we had price respect this. We had this little cells on it, these little cells. But I wouldn't say this is I can't call this a rally based drop or a drop based drop because see this candlestick, this last candle before this base formation. I'm sure we can see how it looks. It has a week, it has this long week, which is not the rally that we look out for. Yeah. So we had this other candle beside it, but this is not the candle we need to form that rally to the base level. We need the last candle to form the rally to the base level, not this other candle. This would have been had it been this formed at this point, it would have been a good rally to the base level. Yeah, so and the rally out of the base level, sorry, the drop, rally base drop here, the rally out of the drop out of the base level ain't looking nice as well, but you just had this little drop, which I would have loved it to be more, to be bigger, yeah. So, but it's still surprise, respect it a little, we surprise, sell from it a little before pushing back up. That's to tell you that this is not a solid order block. The fact that market had to like drop down just little before pushing up, then tells a lot about this formation. So that's why I emphasize on back testing. Yeah, get conversant with these formations. Like you don't have to back test on your real account. You can back test on your demo account. Get conversant with these formations, and yeah, build on understanding how these formations form and how they work. So let's check a different index. So 51S index. Let's see. This is the 1 hour time frame. In this whole area, there's no other block. There's no other block. It's this whole zone here. So can't spot anything there. So we can see what happened here. This is another block in my view, but the drop to the base I looking too solid, but the drop out of the base looks good. Yeah, the drop out of the base looks good. So the reason why price didn't sell from this area is because of, I think this is not really a solid order block because there is no drop to the base, firstly, and we can't say there's a rally to the base. Yeah, but there was a break of structure because we had this bullish structure having a higher low here. I will not really say it's a break of structure because this is actually an equal low. Is almost of the same level with this low. Yeah. So, and we had this high, a higher high at this point. So there was price drops down to create these lows, an equal low, sorry, create this low here before pushing back up. That's the reason why this area was not respected. So I can't call this an order block in my view because the drop to the base ain't looking defined and the rally to the base ain't looking defined. The only thing that looks good is the base formation and the drop out of the base, which is not complete yet. So that's why you need to backtest. Even if you have doubts on a particular formation, you can just like take a trade on it, maybe a demo trade to see how price reacts to it. If price don't respect it, then you can come to a conclusion that yes, this is not a solid order block, and look out for reasons why that order block was not respected. Yet there should be reasons behind it. Look out for the market structure, what the structure saying. Look out for um, the formation, the order block formation, and all of that. Let's check the 4-hour time frame, then possibly the 2-hour time frame charts. Think clear at this point as well. No clear formation, no clear order block formed or seen. This is a nice order block here. You can see the uniqueness of this formation, but fortunately, price didn't get to it. See the uniqueness of this formation, how it looks different. Like it's not seen randomly. Like you can't just see it at any zone or area. So this is a very nice formation, a drop-based drop. You can see how the base looks. The drop to the base looks good. The drop, like the base formation looks good, and the drop out of the base looks good as well. And you had this break of structure, which these lows got formed. This is a low, higher low, low there, a higher low, and equal low at this point. So price broke below this low. Had it been price pushed up here, it would have been a good sell. But fortunately, price didn't get to this base area. But this is a nice a nice bearish order block. Yeah, a drop-based drop formation. So you guys should take note of these formations, how they look. And yeah. Another thing we need to consider as well is that we don't need price to move far from an order block before it comes to it. Whenever price moves very far from an order block, there's like we have chances of seeing that order block not respected. What I mean by this is that on how we've seen this is a bearish order block, basically a rally based drop, the nice base formed. Yeah, but see how long it took price. Where do you call order block? Where the market consolidates? No, we're not in our last session. Didn't you attend our last session? So this is what a rally based drop basically. So as I was saying, we don't need price to move very far before coming back to that base level. Like we don't need this whole long move before price came back here. Yeah, we just need like as price dropped out of this base area, we had the sales. We just need price to come back to this base area, then drop again. That's what we need. We don't need price to play around for a very long time, depending on the time frame before coming back to the base area. for the sales. Yeah. Whenever price moves big, like trades for a very long time before coming to the base level, we have like 80% chances of that other block not being respected. Yeah. So that's another thing we need to take note of. We need to understand that's the logic behind these formations. We don't need price to move very far from the other block area before coming back to it. But you can see what price did here. Price came back to this area, and dropped a little bit, just respecting this, acknowledging this formation. But we didn't get the required sells. Just had this little sell before price pushed up again. And we have another block here as well, a drop based rally, a bullish order block, which formed in a bullish market structure, as we can see. And it was well respected. This is a drop based rally, and it formed in this bullish structure. That price formed a high, a low, a higher high, drop down, boom, got the buys. So this is what a drop base rally, a bullish order block formed in a bullish structure. You can see the base formation looking nice. The drop to the base looks good as well, and the rally out of the base looks good. So this is a good order block. A bullish order block spotted there. So let's see if we can spot more formations. Let's check the daily time frame, a higher time frame to see. None I can see of. I can't see any information on the daily time frame. So let's just check a different index to see how these formations look and get inversions with that. So this is a bullish order block, a drop-based rally, basically. But the reason why this formation was not respected is the fact that the market is bearish. That's the reason why we shouldn't be looking for bullish order blocks in a bearish market structure. Always work with these structures. So this, in my view, this was a drop-based rally, bullish order block, but it was not respected because of the structure, the bearish structure we can see. So we shouldn't be looking to spotting a bullish order block and try to take a trade on it on a bearish structure. Always work with the structure. This is the daily time frame, basically. Yeah. So let's see check a different time frame, four time frame. Four time frame. Let's see something. Looks good. This actually looks good. Yeah. A drop base rally, a bullish order block. Though we didn't get like on how price moved out of this base area, I would have loved the market to buy good before coming back. But let's just say that the buys we got was actually this. So you can say our price came back to this base area and then, but and when we go to lower time frame, would be able to see that there was a confirmation here before we got the buys. In this case, price dropped inside of this base area before buying here. So there was a confirmation before price gave the buys. It could either be a reversal pattern formation or a series of rejections on a lower time frame. I don't know if you can check that out to clarify this. And the reason why price bought as well, another reason is because of the structure. As you can see, a clear bullish structure overall, higher highs and higher lows, very clear, very defined, very demure. So let's check the this is 12 time frame charts. Let's confirm this if there's a confirmation on the 5 minutes time frame. 5 minutes time frame or 15 minutes. Let's check the 5 minute time frame to see if the market formed any reversal pattern formation on that base area. Can we actually get to that point? There's no Can't see nothing at this point. I can't see anything. There's no formation. There's no confirmation for the buys in my view, because I was expecting price to like form like a double bottom formation here before pushing up, or possibly an inverted head and shoulders, or could it be on the 1 minute time frame? Could it be? I don't think I can get to this point on the 1 minute time frame, but let's just give it a shot to see. Because the market looks like the market formed an inverted head and shoulders on the 1 minute time frame. I don't think I know how possible it is to get to that point. It's 1 minute time frame. Yeah, it's not possible. Price, the market has actually stopped here. Not possible here. So we didn't get the required confirmation on that area. And I think it's because of what was behind the formation, basically. You can just put it that way, yeah. Because I would have loved it. I would have loved the price to. Wait, what's happening? Here's that formation again. Okay, sorry, like I was saying, I would have loved price to like give good buys before coming back to this base for the price. That's what the market did here. The market just like pushed up a little bit, then dropped here, played around, bought, came back and bought. The only reason why market has been buying from this area is because of how this formation formed. Yeah, the order block formation and the market structure in general. Yeah, but I would have loved to have been more clear and more defined. If we got good buys, like price gave at least bought a little bit before coming back to this base, it would have been good, in my opinion. Yeah, so the more we practice and get conversant with this formation, the more we know more and understand more about it and know how to get along with it. Yeah, this looks information on this time frame. Let's check 101S index. 1 hour time frame, not looking, no information, no clear information. Yeah. Remember, this is not how I look at opportunities. Basically, I don't just go about the chart spotting other blocks to trade or anything. I analyze properly. Yeah, in our next session, we'll do a proper market analysis, open with market structure, spotting out the levels and zones, then proceeding to identifying other block formations on these structures, predicting what would happen next. Yeah, so we're just working on spotting these formations, seeing how they look like on the chart. But I don't like come to the chart, start spotting up other blocks, start looking for entries on them. No, I do a proper analysis of the market, analyzing from a higher time frame to a lower time frame. So I get a good confirmation on what I am looking out for. Yeah. So to wrap it up, 151S index. 151S. This was it. This was the last trade I took on this index. This sales we got here, and I think I'm saying something here as well. But the drop to the base ain't looking good. I wouldn't consider this to be a solid order block, because you can see how the drop is to the base. We have this candlestick week, which is not good, but fortunately price drops good. We have these massive sells to the downside because of the structure. That's what we have to understand. That's what instigated the whole sell, what pushed the sell, made the sell to happen. So the clear structure, everything looks good, the base structure. So why not for the sales? So this was the sales I took, which you can see the base order block, a drop, base drop, and price drops good, and price testing the base. So had it been like on the buys we spotted on that bullish order block spotted on VIX75 index, had it been priced like drops good like this before coming back to like had it been priced bought just like this the opposite way before coming back to the base level, it would have made more sense. I can see our price dropped here, then dropped into that base level, tested it and dropped. And the reason why price is buying from here, I think there's another block on the 4-hour time frame. I think I spotted that. Yeah, on the 4-hour time frame. That's the reason why price is buying from that area. Yes, I missed out on this. This is a bullish order block. A rally base rally. But one thing that doesn't look too good is the rally to the base. Yeah, the rally to the base doesn't look too good. But the rally out of the base formation and the rally out of the base looks good. Looks very good, yeah. But price respected it. That's the reason why I had my exit points at this area. And I think I did a live trade of this index, which I explained the reason why I will be exiting at this zone. Yeah. So price dropped to this bullish order block and it bought good. You can see how massive price bought. If it's regards to only levels of support and levels of resistance, we wouldn't be getting these big buys. And there's no level of support at this point, I would say, sir. There's no level of support here to see. So what's behind these buys is this bullish order block, this rally based rally. But the rally to the base aren't looking too good, yeah. But it's what it is. There's no perfect formations in the market. That's the reason why we need to like backtest, get conversant with these formations. So I think we are good. Yeah. So in our next session, we'll analyze the market and predict the market with other blocks, market structure and other blocks, and historical levels in combination. We are combining these three things to predict the market. And I'll give you guys there's an assignment basically, which I would want you guys to spot me 2 bullish order block and 2 bearish order block, a chart. Working with how I spotted these formations here. Spot me 2 bullish order blocks and 2 bearish order block on any time frame and on any index. It is submitted before Tuesday. Our next session holds on Tuesday, yeah. So that is it on other blocks. As time goes on, the more we do more chart work, we'd understand these formations better. But